Hey, what's going on YouTube channel? It's Taurus down there again. Go hard. Go home. Okay, today we're going to be watching a little video. This is going to be just pearly things. Okay, this is another woman. This woman kind of fits into that whole red pill thing. Okay, she's just like Coach Greg Adams to me, or Lucario, Mr. Lucario. Say whatever you got to say to get the red pill guys to pay into the thing, and do that. That's pretty much it. Wash, rinse, repeat. I watched a little bit of this video, about maybe a minute of it, where this woman's talking about how red pill guys are very feminine, and they are. They're just like the feminists that they complain about. They are pretty much females themselves. But we're going to get into this video. Before we do that, y'all hit that subscribe button for me. You know I'm not going to ask for no money. I'm never going to ask for cash apps. None of that junk like that. No donations. None of that junk on this channel. We just doing this. This is an experiment. We're going to see what this comes out of, okay? So, without further ado, we're going to see what this lady had to say about the red pill guys and how they have feminine nature to some degree. And they do. She's not wrong about that. I read some of the comments before actually trying to turn it on. And of course it was red pill guys in there. And it's funny to me about the red pill guys. They don't mind everybody making money off of them, even though the fact that they're never gonna get what they want. Never. And they even let women do it. They hate women, but then you got somebody like Just Pearly Things that just says what they want to hear, and then she's so smart, she gets it. No, this woman don't get it. This woman is using these guys. They're being used by Coach Greg Adams. They're being used by Lucario. They're being used by all the game coaches to get clicks and get money. I'm going to do another video about that one because Coach Greg Adams pretty much admits that himself. So I'm going to do that one after this one. Y'all will see it. It's coming out. But let's go ahead and check out this one first.
And say, no, also men need to do this just to create a rational, balanced dialogue. Mm-hmm. They turn into the male equivalent of feminists, where they lose all their rationality and become emotional, and they'll start making personal remarks. Mm-hmm.
And now she said this about Fresh and Fit is the name of this video, and if she's saying that about Fresh and Fit, she's fucking right. I got several videos where they've done this themselves. The woman will be like, okay, well, what about the accountability of the man? Matter of fact, the last one I did, Fresh and Fit just kept sitting Myron Gaines just kept sitting there telling this girl that pregnancy is the woman's problem. Pregnancy is the woman's problem. The woman's like, well, what about the man wanting sex? And that right there, that's the woman's problem. Those guys they're losers. But she's right about this part. They're very feminine. These red pill guys are baby shit ass men. They're not men at all. That's why you hear me say red pill, I always say guys behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Exact same thing they accuse women of doing. They go to being personal when they don't have a logical argument.
Does the comment section roast you sometimes?
It does, yeah, but it doesn't bother me that they roast me. They can say whatever they want. But the reality is it only happens when I don't talk their language and they display the same emotional dysregulation as the feminists they claim to hate.
See that Just Pearly thing? She's is this? See, she got to come up with something. This woman is very business savvy. She's just like Lucario. She's going to make a lot of money off these red pill guys, but guess what? I bet you she would not date one. If I ever got the chance to actually talk to her, I'd ask her, would you date one of these red pill males? And she would probably tell you no, because they're fucking losers and she knows it. But they pay just like how women, it's just like how women was paying Derek Jackson. Until these guys get exposed for not being what they really are, if that ever happens, because I don't think the red pill guys would even look at it. Even if, because I've exposed it several times. When I get on this next video, I'm going to have Coach Greg Adams on there himself saying, yeah, I have to say this because it's my niche. It's what I get the money off of. But he's not really saying anything to help you. If I knew that about somebody, I wouldn't listen to their ass no more. But it's okay for those guys. But we're gonna watch this and see what's going on.
The feminists that say, I hate men, all men are trash. The red pill men, when you don't speak their language, it displays the exact level of femininity, irrationality, and personal remarks that we are always told that women do.
I mean, I just think it's silly to go on the internet and not expect to get bad comments.
No,
so on both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides. So it's like, did you get hate comments? Does that mean the whole red pill movement? When I'm the one who knows all of the people that lead the space.
She's talking about, does that mean the whole red pill movement by that? No. And this woman, if she knows all these people, she should be able to see it herself. If she's watched the episode of Fresh and Fit, I've watched them motherfuckers break down and do the same thing this woman is talking about. When they can't win an argument, they start getting mad. I've watched them do it. But like I say, this woman right here is not gonna say that. She's gonna get her money off of them. I'm not knocking nobody. Hell, I probably should do red pill content myself. I can tell a million of them stories about how bad shit happened with me with women. And I bet you I get a lot of money off of it, but I'm not here for money. I'm here to doggone see what's really going on and like try to help some of the guys who don't want to fall into that loser pit to not have to do that.
The one who's met them. You're basing your experience off of the comment section.
No, I'm basing it off the red pill community that I see. And what I find...
Okay, have you met any of them in person? Any other than me?
Well,
and you came back.
Yeah.
So
no, I love this platform. I really do love
it. So I'm saying with the red pill men that you're talking about, have you met any?
Yeah, I've met red pill men.
Any content creators?
No, content creators. I've been in contact with a few, but online and stuff, but not in person because they're usually American.
But here's the deal: you don't have to meet these guys and know they fucking losers. See, that's the thing. Now, Just Pearly Things is playing this off really good because she got to get her money. I'm not knocking her for that one. Hafiz called her out about it when they did that one interview, and he was not lying. She's doing it now. But see, this is the thing, that the guys that don't want to be in this red pill shit, that will actually get success with women, you're going to have to understand there's women like this too that exploit the hell out of your ass. She's exploiting the hell out of those red pill guys too.
Okay, so you haven't even dealt with them, and you're making an assumption about them.
But I can make an assumption based on, like you haven't dealt with feminists or whales or like that, but you can make an assumption because they come for you, right?
I can make an assumption based on the ones I've talked to in real life where I was attacked.
But I've never communicated with feminists, but I've had feminists contact my workplace and then try and get me fired. I've had feminists that have come for my parents' phone numbers and address, so I can make an assumption on them even though I haven't met them in real time because I live in...
You've never met a feminist?
No,
I'm a feminist, so you met me.
And but I could still make assumptions on the extremities of both red pill and feminism because I experienced both of them in real life. But
See, what Just Pearly Things is doing is she's doing what red pill guys do. Only my experience counts. Yours doesn't. That's why they can't get with women. Because only their experience counts. The women's don't. And if you treat anybody like that, I know red pill guys. I don't fuck with them to the degree. Because your experience don't count. I've had to tell some of my homeboys several times, like, hey nigga, this is what I think. You can't force me to think something else. But your opinion don't count when they talking. I had to literally tell some of my homeboys, hey look, I am not your fucking bitch. I'm not your girlfriend. When I say something on my end and shit, that's what I fucking mean. But they're going to try to explain your doggone shit away from you. You about to have to knock these niggas out. They understand why women walk away from them. They are fucking losers. And they're always trying to oppress and control motherfuckers. They do it to men. You be ready to whip their ass.
I've had my job contacted. I've had my boss call me in and say, "This, we've been sent this." I've had feminist posts repost my videos
that
and
sounds
say,
like a crazy person rather than like a person that has
but the
an actual idea about
extremities
the world.
on each end are as bad as each other. It's as bad as each other. The red pill men are the male equivalent of feminists when they go to that extreme.
Yes. Yes. They are. They are the male equivalent of feminists. Red pill feminists.
Because what happens with both of them is that they forget to incorporate their own experiences, and they just have this mindset of hate and anger, and they're not even listening to the argument. They just want to say, you're a woman, or don't ask a woman what a man needs, don't ask a woman about alpha. No. What? Speak rationally. Have a rational discourse.
I mean, the point they're making about don't ask a woman, like, what you're talking about dating advice?
General, like, you can't ask a woman what an alpha is, can't ask a man what a high value is, well, you can't ask a woman this. What are you talking about? You can ask humans what humans do.
Yeah.
You can ask, but usually they talk about dating advice, like, don't take dating advice from women. It's like, are you asking the fisherman? That's usually what they're talking about.
But then wouldn't that also apply then don't ask men for men advice because you don't ask the fish, like, wouldn't that be don't ask men for men advice about men?
Well, see, no, because men have had to listen to what women have to say for years.
No, the fuck we haven't. We haven't been listening. The men haven't. See, these feminist jokers, these feminist red pill guys, the feminine red pill guys, they've been listening to that shit. Any other man ain't been listening to it because he been on his purpose getting his jump. And he ain't worried about it. Because he got to a certain stage where it ain't even bothering him. I mean, like, so what? And most of the women that be talking the crazy junk are not women that those type of guys are going to want anyway. You just push them off to the side because it's just too many women. See, they keep talking this junk about, but the men ain't, just like, yeah, we hear that shit, but yeah. The men. Now, if you're more feminine as a guy, red pill, female, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, you might be upset about what they're saying. We don't care. The rest of us don't care, because you already know what you gotta do. You get to a certain level of life. Women either gonna do it or they ain't. I mean, it's just really what it is. But like I said, this woman's very business savvy. She gonna get her money because these red pill guys, they are very feminine. They're just like how, I worked in sales a long time. Women are some of your best customers because as long as you get them into a certain level of feeling, they're going to buy whatever you got. See, that's what Derek Jackson was. That's all these people are. They're just reincarnations of Derek Jackson. This is a female Caucasian Derek Jackson. Coach Red Adams, another Derek Jackson. Mr. Lucario, another Derek Jackson. Because this is what they're going to do. They're going to tell you what you want to hear so that you pay into their program. Or you watch all of their videos so they get paid off of you. The red pill guys don't really care about that because they don't really have any, I guess they don't have any fucking self-confidence and you know what I'm saying? They don't have no manness inside of them. I don't know how to explain it. They're a weak-ass group of men. It's the only way I can see it. Especially to be easily exploited by a woman. They hate women. They tell you all these bad things about women. But this woman right here is leveraging business and shit on them and making money off of them. And if she, as a woman, she should be aware of the fact that the complaints these guys have are never going to be taken seriously by women. Never. She should know that. And she knows it now. She's sitting here talking to another woman and she knows that what this woman is saying is correct too. But because of her platform and for her to get her money, and they probably people, you go look at them comments. If you go watch this video and you go look at them comments, you're going to see it's all the red pill guys in there talking all this crazy shit. When really they just got the doggone answer. They really just got told the answer, but they don't want the answer. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of this got going on.
Women don't have to listen to what men have to say. That's why it's so triggering a lot of times when I say things on this podcast. Like, men know what we want because they've had to listen to us for the last 20, 30 years.
But I think...
I'll be honest. Can we define, like, red pill and blue pill? Because I'm just thinking, like, ibuprofen and Viagra. I have no idea.
I've been lost.
What the definition is. Do you have a
It
definition?
sounds like people that... Do you remember menism? It sounds like it's that versus feminism. Is that right?
Is that?
No, I mean, red pill is a praxeology. It's a study of human behavior. That's what it is.
Okay.
But what is it in real world? Because feminism is equal rights, but really in the real world, feminism is a nightmare.
How are the masses perceiving?
Yeah.
Red pill
How is it in
versus
real time?
What do you mean in real
like,
time?
so I'm saying.
Is this based off the Matrix, Red Pill, Blue Pill?
Yeah. It is.
Oh, I kind of get it.
I ain't seen it. So.
You ain't seen the
It's so
Matrix?
dead. It's so shit. Everybody loves it. It's shit.
I haven't seen The Matrix. Haven't watched Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, no one cares about
But
Game
how
of
does the study of like human behavior correlate to the like this topic? As
Yeah.
in, like, how does it apply to dating and advice and all of that? What's the dynamic there?
How does it apply to date? Well, so like, gosh, there's so much that goes into it, but it's just like women. So for example, they study women, like, and why women do the things they do. So like women look for different things at different ages. So like, for example, women, one thing they talk about is a woman's sexual market value. So like when she's at her highest and what she would look for when she's the most attractive to men. So for example, women in their early 20s tend to look for looks, while women in their late 20s to 30s tend to look for security. And that, so they would say, like, these are the examples. And yeah. So
And then
they study.
what makes some of them so triggered where they just spew out hate and to any woman that has an opinion?
I don't know any content creators that do that. I can't help the comment section. So
You are fucking lying. She is fucking lying. If she knows Fresh and Fit, if she knows DJ Academics, they just got done doing that other video with that. I showed that too. Red Pill losers show their true colors. If she knows these people in this space that are Red Pill, she's seen some of them do this. If she's watched their videos, she's seen them do it. Fresh and Fit do it all the time. They do it all the time. She's lying. Now she's just lying. Okay. So now these people, they lie too. I see.
I think a lot of people, like, I think the difference
I
between,
know some content creators like Fresh and Fit. I would say Marlon. I would say is very angry when he speaks. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think so, actually. I mean, people don't like his tone, and I think women have an issue with his tone, but...
No, it's not his tone. This nigga don't take responsibility for what men got going on in the world either. He just wants to talk about women and their problems. Not how we got these problems, y'all got these problems, how we gonna solve this junk together. That's how you get into a relationship. But not this way. That dude is angry.
No, I don't think he hates women by any means.
Does he come across as somebody who has successful relationships with women and can have a marriage and stable relationship with women?
No. Not to me, he don't. Not any woman that's got any kind of sense. He does not come across to me as somebody who's going to be able to have a stable relationship with a woman who is not dumb. He's going to have somebody he can push around. But he can't have somebody with any kind of sense. They want that, or their own sense of mentality. That he can't, they ain't going to work for him.
Women.
Yeah, I think he could.
I don't think he comes across as
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I would disagree. I mean, I don't think they hate women. No, I don't think that.
You don't think he insults the women's mindset in general or anything like that? I don't personally look at somebody
Can I
like
have a specific example of
like
something
just
he
how
said?
he speaks to women in
No,
general.
not how he speaks, what he says.
So he might say something like, well, you're 20, once a woman's more than 25, she's got no value, and if you haven't got a ring, you haven't got an opinion. Women can't define high value. Women can't define alpha men. Women don't have, can't solve any of men's problems.
Okay.
Okay, yep, she said all the shit he be saying. She said shit that he be saying. So now watch it. See, this woman gonna deflect. That's what I say about this red pill stuff. That's why y'all guys gotta watch. You gotta be careful. And even when these guys, they're not just bad at relationship junk, guys. I've tried to do business with guys like this. They're bad at that too. They have a problem. It's not just with women. They only see their side of reality. They do it in business and everything else too.
Women can't provide any value to a high value man.
Let me start with the 20, because you're giving me a bunch. So what was the first one you said? 20 women over 25?
Yeah, they have no value.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's misogynistic.
Did you know that in Texas, rifles can be carried in public without a license? Whereas in Florida, no open carrying is...
But no
Every age has a cutoff, so every guy has a, every guy has a
So
cutoff.
your mum has no value? My mom has no value.
I've talked to my mom about this in the sexual marketplace. Nah, good luck. My mom on the dating scene. You're telling me my mom, like, I love you, mom. I love you. He's talking about it's not personal worth. Yeah. It's sexual market value. Mm-hmm. So I mean, most guys will date a girl for 25 if she looks good. True. So maybe he's pickier. He prefer girls under 25. The point is, women over the age of 25, typically we've had our hearts broken, and men have to deal with that. So it's easier to get with a younger girl who hasn't had trauma. Okay, do you want a girl with more trauma or less trauma? Well, I didn't ask you. Ask the men. More trauma or less trauma?
Less trauma.
More trauma or less trauma?
Less trauma.
More trauma.
Less trauma.
Okay, so this is as women, we listen and say, I understand that, instead of trying to argue and tell them what they want. Yeah. And I'm not going to be offended. Is my mom going to do well on the dating market with 10 kids?
I'm not on a dating market, of course not. But I genuinely think, I didn't mean it in sexual. I meant in general as a value as a person. But I can speak for somebody when I was 21 and then going to 25. I genuinely think I did more reflection and became less traumatized as I was turned 25. I personally felt like I was so volatile at 21. I was so impulsive at 21. As I became older, I became less of a burden to a man.
But we're not talking about you. We're talking about in general.
Humans. Yeah, we're more emotional and volatile.
I'm saying, like, in general. We're not talking, like, he doesn't know your specific story. Yeah. But if we're talking to the men, and the men, like Andrew Tate had said something similar, women over the age of 25.
19, he
and they're saying, no.
19, he said. He gave the age of 19.
And if they're saying we prefer the women younger, like why are we to tell them what they want?
No, I think it should be with a younger woman. I really do think younger is more beautiful, and especially when it comes to having kids. But it's also saying things like, women can't define what makes a man. Women have no definition of what makes an alpha. Well, alpha is a biological term.
But the point they're making though is that, like, for a man to be alpha or to be high value, he has to be selected by other men first. Like other men have to respect him first before the women can come in. And so that's
okay. Now see, let me tell you something. Her being a woman, she don't understand this, because there's some men that's got an alpha position that's not been selected by other men. Matter of factly, the Redpill guys complain about the Pookies and the Ray Rays, right? These guys have been given an alpha position, but they now have not been selected by the Redpill guys. The Redpill guys don't see the Pookies and the Ray Rays as having the I told you they fucking crazy. They sitting there and they do the same shit. They're doing the exact same shit. They don't see the Pookies and Ray Rays as alphas. They have not accepted them as alphas. But they've been given an alpha position by some women. And the Redpill guys bring that shit up. But the deal of it is this stuff she's saying, which is also Redpill stuff, I don't think she gets because she's not a woman. Because she is a woman. My bad. She is a woman. She's not a man. She's never had to date. I don't know if she dates women or not. I can't. But, yeah. No, mama. That ain't how that really works. It would be nice, and in the perfect world, it would work that way. But see, your Red Pill guys, Miss Pearly Things, have a problem with the fact that you got Pookies and Ray Rays who've been given an alpha position by women, but they were not given an alpha position by the Red Pill guys. So this right here doesn't work 100% the way that you say it's working. And they gotta start admitting that too. In order for them to get anything right and all of this stuff right here, the Red Pill guys gonna have to start admitting some other things. They don't, but see, that's the problem with them. Like I told you, even in business, they are trashy people. They only believe their side of reality. That is their problem. That's why I say you nuts. You only believe in your side of reality. You ain't gonna deal with the people. They can't deal good in business either. I've done business with a lot of them.
That's what they're talking about. It's
and
not
what
hating,
makes a woman disqualified for realizing or not being able to make? Because you can look at a monkey and decide which one's alpha. You don't have to be a monkey.
Other men have other high value men have to recognize him as a part of the group. So I mean, we're kind of interchanging high value and alpha, but when it comes to high value men, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Is
So
the other high value, because the other high value men have to recognize him as part of the group.
And kind of
But this doesn't happen with the Pookies and the Ray Rays. See, that's what I'm trying to say. This woman pandering for money, she gonna get her money too, because like I say, the red pill guys, they're not gonna think about this shit. They're not putting no thought into nothing they do. The other woman is actually, she's absolutely right. They don't do nothing but sit there and complain and whine, and they're gonna find a reason to be mad about shit. But they're not putting no rationalization into any of this, because if they was, they would be figuring out the junk that I'm saying right now. It's come out that's why they sound so crazy to women. They contradict themselves. Now she's explaining this only way of becoming a high value man, and they accept this rule. But that means that there's a problem with it, because the Pookies and the Ray Rays can become high value to somebody, and y'all making a complaint about that. So I mean, like, I don't know how that works. Y'all drop the comments, let me know, because I know some of y'all watching it. Y'all let me know how that works. Because that's silliness. This shit ain't black and white. It's not doggone one way. If it was, nobody would ever have a problem.
low value man realize a high value man.
I think most men, when they walk into a room, they can just naturally tell.
There's a hierarchy. There's definitely a hierarchy with us.
And women can tell as well.
They can't. That's a cap.
Yeah, we can tell when someone's high and low value.
You think so? How do
they interact with other guys?
And then how did the Tinder swindler get so successful?
As many of you know, I was just.
Well, she was joking about the Tinder swindler. I can tell you how he got successful. He made himself look a certain type of way. That's what he did. He pandered to the other person's thoughts and stuff like that. That's how he became successful. That's how he was able to build a relationship, because what he did was build up an image in the other person's mind by making it look that certain way. The pictures and all that stuff. So I tell people that internet junk, them pictures is one thing. Anybody can go stand by some nice shit. You think it's theirs, it might not be. But the woman was right. The red pill guys are pretty feminine. And they're just the opposite end of feminist. That's all they are. So, I'm out of here on that one. Y'all drop the comments, let me know. Hit that subscribe button for me, because, like I say, I ain't doing the money thing and junk. Y'all let me know what's going on. Tell what y'all thought about this one. Stars Downey. Go hard or go home. I'm out of here.